The following is a quick reference guide for printing system parameters on an OEL8000II automatic tank gauge controller. This should be performed by an OMNTEC authorized technician. When upgrading an OMNTEC OEL8000II to a Proteus OEL8003 controller, you may require the current system parameters to properly program the new OEL8003. In many cases, the OEL8002 printer is no longer functional. Please note, there is no way to obtain the current OEL8002 system parameters if the controller will not power up to the main menu. You will need a laptop running Windows OS with the proper communication connections. The communication method to the controller is through an RS-232 connection. If your laptop is equipped with a 9-pin serial port, all you need is a straight-through serial cable, long enough to connect the laptop to the controller. Otherwise, you will need a USB to serial adapter. They come in different sizes and cable lengths. Depending on the length of the USB adapter, you may still require the serial cable. You will also need a communication software program, such as PuTTY or Hyperterminal, to display and capture the data that is outputted. First, you need to verify that the communication hardware is properly connected. On the left outside panel of the controller, you should have at least one female DB9 connector installed. This is where the cable from your laptop is connected to. On the inside of the controller, you will see 3 wires connected to the DB9 serial connector. The red wire is transmit, TX, the orange wire is receive, RX, and the black wire is the signal ground. These are connected to the COM2 port on the motherboard, the second set of 3 pins, from the bottom up. There are some data entries that you need to edit to direct the print functions to the external COM port. The starting point is the main menu. Please note, the arrow buttons are used to select the choice directly above it. Press the More button several times until the printer option is displayed. Then press that button. The controller will gather the available print options. You will be offered 5 options. The flashing cursor will show the currently selected option. Press the number 3 on the keypad to set the COM2 option. Press the Enter button to save the option and return to the main menu. Press the Setup button and enter the security code to properly enter the setup menu. Press the More button several times until the COM option is displayed. Then press that button. A first submenu is displayed with 4 options: Serial, Modem, RS-485, and Back. Please note, the Back button will return to the previous menu. Press on the Serial button. A second submenu is displayed with 4 options: COM1, COM2, COM3, and Back. Please note, the Back button will return to the previous menu. Press on the COM2 button. A third submenu is displayed with 4 options: EXTDev, External Device, Setup, Echo CMD, and Back. Please note, the Back button will return to the previous menu. Press on the External Device button. The controller allows 10 selectable external device options. Use the More button to scroll through the choices and confirm printer is shown as option 8. Press the number 8 on the keypad to set the printer option. Press the Enter button to save the option and return to the second submenu. Press the COM2 button and then the Setup button to access the communication settings. Use the buttons to toggle baud rate, parity, and data bits through the industry standard selections. Press the Back button to save the entries and return to the previous screen. At this point, you should save all the parameter changes, so the controller will function with the new settings. Press the menu Delete button twice to exit setup and store the changes. If everything has been set correctly, and the OEL8002 is still functional, any print function should now be directed to the DB9 serial port, if previously wired properly. On the laptop, you can open a properly configured hyperterminal or PuTTY session, and print the required data. Hyperterminal will show a leading control character, and PuTTY drops the first character in each line. The data will still be legible so that you can extract the information you need. Both programs offer print options. To print out the complete system parameters, you must log in to Setup again. Press the More button several times, until the report option is displayed. Press that button. Your options are either print or exit. Should you need to stop the printout once it starts, press the red ACK button twice. Once done, you can exit Setup by pressing the menu Delete button twice. This completes the process of printing the OEL8002 system parameters, when the local printer is no longer functional.